oh boy, I sure am glad I was able to get a PS3 again. I can't wait to replay all the games I loved playing growing up. Looks like I'm not alone. Plenty of people are talking about the PS3 on Twitter. Wait, why? God damn it. Why? Why is it every time I think about playing something old or doing something new, something goes wrong? I want to play that one Deadpool game that was released a couple years ago? Delisted from stores. Want to play Mario Sunshine? Buy this $60 collection that will go away at the end of March. What's that? You want to get a PS3 to play some of your old favorites? Well, the store's going to be shut down in July. It's all just so tiresome at this point. Now, let's be clear before we get into the article. This is a rumor. It is expected to be announced soon, but so far we have no concrete evidence at the moment. The news was made public by a website called thegamer.com. Don't worry, I haven't heard of them either. According to them, the announcement is expected to come at the end of the month, detailing the PSP's and PS3 stores will shut down July 2nd, and the Vita store will shut down August 27th. Meaning you will no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games on these storefronts. Now, I'm sure you're asking, but Heller, the PS3 is 15 years old. Why shouldn't they shut down the storefront? And the truth is, you're right. It is an old storefront that ran quite poorly. However, this is why I'm so passionate about the preservation of games. Yes, most of these games are available on discs, but you can bet your ass the price will skyrocket once stores go down. Hell, some PS3 games are already at absurd prices. Why are all the games I want to play so goddamn expensive? And this means that unless players download every digital game they have, eventually they may no longer have access to the content they have purchased. What if someone wanted to replay all the Infamous games years down the line? Sure, Infamous 1 and 2 have physical copies, but you won't be able to play Festival of Blood. Not to mention, if you have a later PS3 model like I do, like the Slim or the Super Slim, then you already know you cannot play physical PS2 games like you can with the original PS3 model, forcing you to rely on digital PS2 classics or some, like Ratchet & Clank, being sold as a collection on the storefront only. Now, this news probably wouldn't sting as much if these games were backwards compatible on PS4 and PS5. But that's the biggest issue. They aren't. Which means most people who want to play these games rely on the PS3 store to be able to access their games. And yes, I get it. The PS3 was infamously hard to code for, which makes backwards compatibility hard to do. But you would think a multi-billion-dollar company would have come up with a better solution than forcing people to pay for a service where you can only stream PS3 games. Why the fuck should I give Sony more money to play my own damn games and I can't even download them? It's ridiculous. Now, of course, people are thinking this doesn't mean you can't re-download your games. And the truth is, that's actually not a guarantee. When the Wii and the DSi stores were shut down, you weren't able to re-download your games. So unfortunately, there is precedent to believe that once the store goes away, your games will as well. And keep in mind, it's not just the PS3 store. The PSP and the Vita will also suffer this fate because Sony refused to do any sort of backwards compatibility. At least with the PS3, there is some form of reason why backwards compatibility is so difficult to do, albeit the lazy one. But you're telling me that the PS4 and the PS5 can't run most, if not all, PSP and Vita games? The worst part is this means some games will literally be lost to time, and people will never get to experience them. Like my favorite Vita game, Soul Sacrifice Delta, which is a digital-only game. If you think video games are an art form in any capacity, I don't see how you can't see this as a major problem. The preservation of games is extremely important. Why do you think emulation is so popular? Yes, it is very nice to play old games for free and at better settings. But the biggest reason is to make sure these games are preserved for people who want to go back and play them. There are plenty of Nintendo games that are literally only playable due to emulation because they either refuse to port them or even give people access to them to begin with. Hell, even Xbox understands the importance of game preservation, which is why they're so focused on backwards compatibility for their systems, so people don't feel worried about losing their games. Anyway, with all that, I think I've said enough on the situation, at least based on the information we have. This shit sucks, and if you disagree, then you're an idiot, quite frankly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go jailbreak my PS3 and Vita.